Weather Authority forecast. We warn you first with Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez.
Good evening, everybody. We've got some pretty cool cloud formations going on right now. You can see those off in the distance. They've got kind of parallel line structures. Very, very neat to see. These clouds, a little high up in the atmosphere, don't look like they're going to be bringing us any rain, at least not in Big Spring anytime soon. But we've got a great look outside right now, thanks to that sky tracker on top of the historic Hotel Settles in Big Spring, shaking around a little bit, indicating some modest wind speeds. But switching over to satellite and radar, you can see we've got some pretty active weather patterns in some parts of the Lone Star State here along central Texas, right around Austin, and getting some pretty heavy thunderstorms to pick up. That's a result of the swirling motion that you see centered over Oklahoma and Arkansas. That is a pretty strong low pressure system. Now it's doing a lot of effects here in central and eastern Texas in the form of thunderstorms, but for us here in West Texas, notice it's just pushing a little bit of cloud cover our way so far. Thankfully, it looks like we're avoiding severe weather today, which is great news. We really don't need any more hailstorms than we absolutely have to get here in West Texas. But notice that fish scale pattern showing up in those clouds that we saw on the sky tracker. Very, very cool to see from down below on the surface and from overhead with that satellite and radar loop. Now, off to the northern basin, you can see maybe some showers trying to get started across places like Kahoma along the northeast basin, but thankfully any strong weather is remaining well off to our east and out of the way here for us in West Texas. Even south of I-10, we back up a little bit, not really looking at a whole lot of showers picking up right around Terrell County and Brewster County. Keep my eyes on this hot spot this time of year, and so far it looks like right now, at least, we are in the clear. Now I'll jump over to this side here and take a look at our temperatures for tomorrow morning. 60s is about what we can expect to wake up to. We're going to be dealing with a slightly warmer start than what we had earlier today, with those winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, still mainly pretty calm. It is going to be a little bit of a muggier morning, though. A little moisture flowing in could set us up for some thunderstorm chances tomorrow afternoon, but as it sits right now, most of those storms are going to remain off to our east and out of the way. As we get to about 9 p.m., notice all that energy off to our east finally beginning to dissipate, getting out of the way, really not allowing too much in the way of weather to take shape here for the rest of this evening. As we get to tomorrow morning, though, a little bit of cloud cover coming in, indicating some moisture at the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and it is going to be a little humid tomorrow morning, indicating a lot of moisture at the surface. Now, that's good fuel for thunderstorms to draw from, but there's not too much energy out there for tomorrow afternoon. I've got a hunch that we'll be looking at just some isolated thunderstorms for tomorrow afternoon. Now, most of that's going to be setting up south of I-10 around the Marfa Plateau, Brewster County, looking at a pretty significant chance for those isolated storms, and the timing for that likely to begin right around 2 p.m., so pretty early in the evening. As we continue to tick through the hours, notice those storms really not organizing. That's a good news. Usually when these storms organize, that'll indicate much stronger conditions for those storms to thrive from. But as it sits right now, just a couple of blips popping up there, and by the time we get to about 7, 8 p.m., we'll start to see those storms dying down. It's not until about midnight that we see our skies clearing out, setting us up for a pretty good weekend. We have to get there first, though, so tomorrow we do have a marginal risk issued by the Storm Prediction Center, taking up almost all of our viewing area. Now, the good news, though, is that's pretty low on the severe weather risk scale, only at stage 1 out of 5. Now, it still rates. It still means we could be looking at a chance for thunderstorms, packing hail, damaging winds, localized flooding in the cards, too. I'd give Odessa Midland about a 30% shot to see some of those thunderstorms in the early afternoon, and maybe about a 10% shot for that to linger on into the evening hours, all adding up to a 40% chance in total here for Odessa Midland for the course of the day. Now, those storms will drop our temperatures down a little bit, 92 the high tomorrow, and then we'll cool down further to 86 on Friday, 89 on Saturday, and 90 even on Sunday. I've got to say, we've got a great weekend coming our way, but unfortunately, a lot of rain chances next week. So I guess plan of action here for me, at least, enjoy the weekend.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we have these weekends. We'll have rain. We'll have sometimes even severe weather a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
But we always have really good weekends, and it's been fortunate so far.
Yeah, it usually clears out. Last weekend an exception, but hopefully we can get back on track with those good weekends.
We can handle rain on weekdays, right?
Yeah.
Just keep those weekends clear.
Yeah, we
There
like
you
those
go.
weekends. Thank you, Chase. Well.